Yep.
Yep. And 5, 4, 3,
Uh,
2.
welcome. All right, welcome to another edition of Headlines and Headaches. I am your host, Larry H. Gardner. This is Friday, March 12th, 2021. Like I said, this is Friday, March 12th, 2021. Wow, this is crazy. Pretty much, we are halfway into March. And thank you very much for joining me on www.voicehitradio.com. EP the show host on ones and twos and things of that nature. So let's get into this pretty much. I have no guest today, and I don't think nobody likes me that much. So, yeah, I know. So, first of all, thank you very much for joining me on this Friday. A little bit warmer than it was a couple of days ago, last week. Like 50-something odd degrees, close to 60. So if you can get out and enjoy this weekend and a couple of places, I will be. By the way, like I said, the calling number is 216-772-0500. And this show is sponsored by the Adams Board of Northeastern Ohio. You have any problems, go to the Adams Board, things of that nature. So let me just get into it. Let's start with the stimulus package. The $1.9 trillion has been passed and has been signed by President Joe Biden before his State of the Union address. Thank God. So that includes the $1,400 stimulus checks. Now, here's the thing with this stimulus checks. Those stimulus checks go out to people in the directive. You had filed in taxes in 2019 and actually this year into 2019 or 2020 income taxes this year, 2021, then you'll get yours direct deposited. Anything else probably will be mailed out to the last residence, just like the other ones, the last known residence of where you lived at, if they cannot direct deposit the stuff in there. So you have like a prepaid card or things of that nature, you'll get them. And usually the $600 ones that were listed in December came quickly, but we'll see how it is since this is income tax season. This is also pandemic season. So by May 1st, President Joe Biden said that everybody will have a chance to get vaccinated. That means by May 1st of this year. It's Moderna, Pfizer, and Johnson & Johnson, who are the three people that are doing the companies that are doing the vaccinations. What this means for the American people. This means that those people will get a chance to get vaccinated or have a chance to get vaccinated if they choose to or choose not to. And also, we need to, there's been over 500,000 deaths of the coronavirus, millions of people diagnosed, had it, and didn't have it. So have it, got over it, things of that nature. So if you decide not to get vaccinated, that's on you, but it'll be available to you to get vaccinated. Me, I'm 50-50. I may or may not get vaccinated. It all depends because I had the coronavirus before. That's why I took off pretty much early part of December of 2020. So, and if those who are getting it now have pre-existing conditions, diabetes, cancer, things of that nature. If you have pre-existing conditions, then you will get a chance to you already had a chance to get the vaccine. If not, then go ahead and get it. What this means, and I'm going to get back to the stimulus package in a minute, but also the Republicans, the House and the Senate Republicans, all of them voted against the stimulus package. I guess because Wall Street didn't get paid out. That's the problem. Wall Street didn't get paid out. So that's the issue. Wall Street, when Trump issued the package of the 2.9, whatever it was, Wall Street got paid first. And I guess the Republicans don't want to piss off Wall Street, so that's why they voted against it. But it passed because the Democrats voted for it. And also Kamala Harris was the deciding factor in one of the votes with the House and the Senate. So I'm glad that we have sanity in the White House right now because unfortunately with the previous occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Trump, really it was insane, really was crazy. On hand for having Biden sign this was former Presidents Bill Clinton, George Bush, and Barack Obama. So that was great to see unity and adults running the White House right about now, and adults helping other adults help run the country instead of crazy children who are 75 years old. So I come to you with a heavy heart, especially in the city of Cleveland, Ohio. First of all, we lost 3 great people. I got to start out with Sensei, Black Belt, Master, Karate Master, Mr. Kenneth Ferguson. Ken Ferguson passed away on Sunday due to his complications with his illness. He was going back and forth to the hospital. So his online stream funeral was today. Rest in peace, Ken Ferguson, the Lee Harvard area, Lee Harvard legend. And a lot of people will miss him, and he will be missed. And I really just hate to say what has happened to all. I'm just tired, and it's like it wasn't bad enough. And on the side of rock and roll, Michael Stanley of the Michael Stanley Band passed away as well. He had lung cancer. He lost his battle with that at age 70. And Cavaliers' former radio and television announcer, saying the man with the right hand, Mr. Joe Tate, passed away on yesterday. So we had a lot of people pass away, and those 3 Cleveland legends, and especially Ken Ferguson, who meant so much. I met Ken more and more a couple of times throughout the course of his career. He still had the center. He still was a John F. Kennedy graduate. He still had everything else. So he when he passed away, it left a heavy taste with me. It was heavy on my heart. So it hurt. And thank you, Mary Singh. Rest in peace, Mary Trevisano. Thank you very much. Watching on my Facebook. If you're listening at www.voiceitradio.com, you can call in on your thoughts at 216-772-0500. And it's like, and rest and prayers sent out to the Joe Tate, Michael Stanley, and Ken Ferguson families. I saw on shout out to Kevin Hurd, MC Chill. He had talked with Ken Ferguson's son about, the passing of his father. When you lose great people like that, especially well known for his, mastery of the martial arts, then you pretty much I don't know how you put it, especially an African American man who was a role model, who was helped with his, he was part of when Obama ran for his second term. He had an event at his place, where everybody can watch the election results, and just he had headquarters in the Obama camp. His center was for the Obama campaign, was a headquarters for the Obama campaign. So it really is disheartening to lose a legend like that. And I cannot, and then I listened to Michael Stanley, heard him on with some specials. And then, of course, if you listen to Cavaliers radio or television back in the 80s and 90s, when the Cavaliers were bad and they were good, then they were bad, and then LeBron came and they was good again. Joe Tate, he retired in 2013, but I'm glad he saw the Cavaliers win the championship in 2016. Well-deserved. He also did Indians broadcasts, Pacers games, Nets games. All pretty much Joe Tate is in the Broadcasters Hall of Fame, and as well he should be, but give accolades to people, before they pass. So there's a couple of artists that I'm going to play that I like that are here in the city of Cleveland, state of Ohio, and it hurts for real, but it is, life goes on. So remember what they've done for you. Remember what they've done for everybody, and just remember them, all others that have passed on as well. So give a thorough 10-second pause. for them. But this is one of the first artists that I want to bring on. This is True to Soul Davis out of Columbus, Ohio. And the thing about it is that, you know, Soul Fire, you can catch it on YouTube. So called Where's the Love? So find him on Spotify and things of that nature. This is True to Soul. When I come back, I'm going to talk about the Royals and more of the stimulus package. When we come back to Headlines and Headaches on voiceofradio.com. Peace. Have you ever heard this song before? Shout out to, hey, what's going on, Andre? What's going on, Lydia, all the way from Atlanta? Hey, hey, Arrogant. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. So I'm playing True Soul Davis out of Columbus, Ohio. And we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about the Royals and the stimulus in a minute. So, some more stuff. So we'll be right back. 216-772-0500 is the number to call in on. So, let's see with George. Yeah, they brought Joe Tate back, so.
This is Al Porter Jr., the president of Black on Black Crime Incorporated. Fentanyl is the leading cause of drug overdose deaths in Cuyahoga County. It is now found in powdered cocaine, crack cocaine, meth, and heroin. Any drug may contain fentanyl. If you use drugs, never use alone and carry Narcan in case of overdose. Call the Adams Board 24-hour addiction and mental health crisis hotline at 216-623-6888. If you're ready for help, that's 216-623-6888.
About to go back on in a minute.
Share this message and save lives. This message brought to you by the Adams Board of Cuyahoga County.
Hi, I'm Lillian Piles.
And I'm Harry Boone.
Join us every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be covering all aspects of theater, film, and the performing arts right here from Northeast Ohio.
We will also tell you about what national major productions are coming to town. Don't miss Backstage with Lillian Piles and Harry Boomer every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on voiceitradio.com.
What's poppin', y'all? This your girl, Miss Mocha. You know I'm tuned in with Voice of Radio.
Yeah, it's Big 40, man. I'm always tuned in with Voice of Radio.
What's poppin'? It's your girl, Miss Mocha. I'm tuned in with Voice of Radio.
Hey, what up, man? It's your boy Big Cap.
What's going on, man? It's Steve Bob, baby. What's going on? It's your favorite host, Twan So. What up, what up, what up? This your boy, Chris Frank.
Real girl, it's your girl, it's BJ. And I'm tuned in with Voice of Radio.
What's poppin'? It's your boy, T from the Clear. Motion Picture Gang.
Pamela Pinckney trying to run for city council.
Huh?
Pamela Pinckney trying to run for
City Council.
Which ward?
Ward 4. That's a crazy lady.
Um,
Pamela Pink.
well, you know, Ken Johnson has been indicted.
Yeah.
Hi, this is the Laura Spray of Brick House Wellness, bringing you my new show, The Queen's Court. Please tune in every Tuesday, 6 p.m.
Damn, George, I'm about to get back on in a minute.
Relationships, wellness, politics, and everything in between, right here on VoiceOfRadio.com.
Whether you're a Clevelander by birth or choice, visit on down to Ohio City Barbecue and taste our award-winning ribs, pulled pork, and tender brisket located at 3829 Lorraine Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio. For all your barbecue needs, catering, or delivery, give us a call at 216-417-5987. Hey, so good? Hey, you wanna slap your mama?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Hattie.
Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, we're back on Headlines and Headaches on VoiceItRadio.com. When I left you at break, it was Trousseau Davis with his song called In Love. I've come back with my girl, Miss Esther Fitz, saying it could have been you by her side. So I love this song. It's got a great beat. And like I said, I'm doing everybody here in Cleveland. So anybody that you hear on break, if you're listening to www.voiceitradio.com, is from Cleveland or Ohio, either Cleveland, Columbus, Akron. I can't put everybody on because it's just an hour show. It'd be just, great music and things of that nature. Let me just go back to, first of all, I want to give about, if you saw the NBA All-Star game with the HBCUs, the historically black colleges and universities, they dedicated, it was in Atlanta, Georgia, where most of the HBCUs are at, the majority of them. So Sprite was giving away scholarships to students of the HBCUs, and it was HBCU themed. So shout out to the NBA All-Star Game for doing that particular nature and doing all the stuff that they was doing. By the way, Team LeBron won with a walk-off jump shot by Damian Lillard. Boy, that boy's cold. Him and Steph Curry were just like barraging with threes. I guess they was trying to one-up each other on the same team. LeBron being the GM, he looked great in that. And speaking of sports, just learned that Cam Newton is re-signing with the New England Patriots, 1 year, $14 million. Oh, God, I wish I would just play football in school for real. 1 year, $14 million as being the starting quarterback. Also, if you must know, Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott signed pretty much for $40 million a year for I think like 4 or 5 years. So shout out to Dak for getting his money. It's time for the black quarterbacks to be recognized in the NFL as elite. So things of that nature. But I got to go back to another event that happened on Sunday night. And this was the interview with Oprah Winfrey's interview at the Tyler Perry's compound with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Royals interview. And let me just say this, even though everybody said, well, why are you covering the Royals and things of that nature, and there's stuff going on here, because it was national and international news. And I want to say this, is that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, they were going through a lot of depression because Queen Elizabeth, Prince Charles, Harry's father, and pretty much the other people that surround the royals didn't want to protect baby Archie. Baby Archie is the boy had by Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, because Meghan Markle is African American. See, white supremacy just doesn't happen in the United States. It happens around the world. So the royals have been remember, the British, the settlers came over here from Great Britain because, the redcoats were abusing them and trying to make them rule under monarchy rules. So they, stole the land from the Indians and made America. Just throwing a shot. So here's the thing with the royals. The royals have always been, even though the parliament actually runs the government in Great Britain, the royals have always been exclusive as far as they always included white supremacy in there. There's everybody. What's the greatest goal that an actor or somebody who wasn't born in Britain or born in Britain but in America, they want to be knighted by the Queen? Oh my God, I got knighted by the Queen. Patrick Stewart, longtime actor, got knighted by the Queen. I think Ben Kingsley got knighted by the Queen. Elton John, got knighted by the Queen. So it's like, oh my God, we got knighted by the Queen. But it's never going to happen to a black person. If you black, if you Idris Elba, it's not happening, bruh. It's not. I don't care. And it's spilled over to, Meghan says she feared for her life. She was going through depression because one of the royals asked, how dark is your baby going to be? Really? Really, we're asking those questions. And Piers Morgan, who is part of Good Morning Britain, was called out by his co-host, called out by a doctor, and because Piers Morgan was defending Queen Elizabeth and the royals. You're defending white supremacy, Piers, and he's no longer going to be back on the show because he stormed off because he was so mad. He was dogging Meghan and Harry, and Archie doesn't get a title. Like Prince William's children, they get titles like Prince and Princess. Not going to get a title because he is black, half Britain. That's not fair. I mean, and now Harry said that they moved to America because he just really doesn't, he fears he's protecting his wife. Why is there such a fear of the royals? Well, because the royals had Harry's mother, William's mother, Princess Diana, killed. I said it. People want to argue with me? Princess Diana was killed by the royals after she got divorced from Charles. And I first said because Princess Diana was dating this Egyptian billionaire, Dodi Fayed, this billionaire producer, Dodi Fayed. And then it was like when they got in a car crash in the tunnel and they were trying to blame the paparazzi. The driver sped up, lost control, and it flipped over. No, the royals had something to do with it. I don't know how the royals had something to do with it. What about Jeffrey Epstein committing suicide, quote unquote? Jeffrey Epstein, I feel like, was killed in his prison cell after he was caught with all those minors on his island because Prince Andrew, Prince Charles's brother, was on that island molesting 13 or 14-year-old girls. And the U.S. wanted to talk to Prince Andrew about his crime on Jeffrey Epstein's island, and Jeffrey Epstein got killed. He was in that. He was in it. The royals have been fast and loose with their positions for years. I mean, Prince William, Queen Elizabeth's husband, cheated on Queen Elizabeth, and they thought that, and everybody knew about Camilla Parker Bowles being Prince Charles's mistress. She ended up marrying him in 2005 when years after Lady Diana was killed in 1997. So, yeah. So Prince Harry, knowing that, and Prince Harry was only a child when his mother died, when Lady Di died, and Lady Di was getting more press than the royals because everybody thought that the royals were nothing but a bunch of evil people. So, yeah. I'm sorry to say it like that, but I feel like that happened. Yeah, and the thing about it is that this is not fair to Prince Harry because now, the thing about it is, just because Archie doesn't get a title, if all of them die and Archie lives, guess who's the King of England? the new King of Wales or whatever. Guess who gets a royal title? Archie does, because he was born in a royalty. And, you know, it'd be like Killmonger, that scene in Black Panther, but Killmonger said he was the royal rights to the throne, coming back saying, hey, auntie, talking to Elizabeth. Yeah, that's his right, but they weren't going to provide the baby with protection. Are you serious? Because he's a black baby, you know. Come on now. That's white supremacy right there. Just like when you have, but people will follow the title, just like some white supremacists will follow the former occupant at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Trump Rump. It happens everywhere. So I was just making that comparison to what shows in the stimulus, but going back to the stimulus package, it shows that these Republicans did not vote for giving people their money. Are you kidding? That was in the Senate. One Republican, I think Romney did, and a couple other people did. But the majority of the Republican Party in the Senate, it went through the House, and then it went through the Senate. The House passed it. It went through the Senate. Nobody in the Senate, including Representative Tim Scott of South Carolina, who is African American, did not vote for the stimulus package. Which, the thing about it is, what does the stimulus package do? The stimulus package makes sure that people have enough money to eat, to pay their rent if they were laid off because of the pandemic, or their business were closed down. That's why the PPP, the personal paycheck protection plan, Biden has already, signed over to put money back for those small businesses and those 10 people who had to suffer, who worked and did not have a lot of money, to put those in the small business entrepreneurs and things of that nature. So they didn't shut down. What happened during the pandemic? It hurt me. It hurt everybody. I'm like, I couldn't get any advertisements in. I couldn't make no advertising money because people didn't have enough. We deal with small minority businesses, and when the small minority businesses don't have enough money to function getting their payroll, they don't have enough money to advertise. And why were the Republican senators mad about getting those people those funds? Because, like I said, when Trump introduced that, Wall Street got their money. I think they got $1.5 trillion went to Wall Street. Wall Street didn't get their money this time. It was the American people, like you and me, like you and I, got our money first. Wall Street just going to have to, and it goes back in, but we're spending the money into the system, into this gross national product that pretty much cycles and makes the world go round. Small businesses, large businesses, things of that nature. And they do have a cloak of invincibility as far as that. So, shout out to the people that came on. Hattie Brown, Wendell Fields, B-Buzz Baseball. Hopefully you can get up and running, bruh. Elaine Berry, Javante Guest, Brian B. Rock, Ben, Big B on the beat. So my thing is this. These royally screwed up Republicans in the Senate, they need to check themselves. Because some of you guys, and I don't want to hear from Senator Rod Portman ever again on Facebook. Senator Portman, if you're listening, when it was all good when Trump was in office, but you didn't vote for the people, sometimes you got to get away from party and vote for the interests of the people. You don't. Gets on my nerves because they want to protect their lobbyist, big business friends, but they want to do right by the people that actually vote for them, the people that come out in the masses that vote for you. Rob Portman, you said you're not going to run in 2022. Do us all a favor and retire today. Speaking of retiring or in a new position, District Council person Senate Chairperson Marcia Fudge was finally confirmed to be the new housing director of HUD in President Biden's cabinet. So she is no longer going to be in that seat, and we have a council race, period, point blank, that's going to heat up between Nina Turner, Chantel Brown, Shirley, and some guy out of Akron, and John Barnes. There's a lot of people running for that, but Jeff Johnson. there's a lot of people running for that particular seat, and there's a lot of people running for a local in Cleveland City Council. You might look for the Ward 4 council seat, because the indictment of Councilman Kenneth Johnson is going to be one of the biggest ones. Everybody's running out the woodwork to run for that particular seat. So, get your signatures in if you feel like you can run in Ward 4 and win in Ward 4 and get your money in. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of money, here's what I'm not going to say. And I see a lot of people saying, why the welfare people get the $1,400? Why these women with kids? It was $1,400 for each person. If you're husband and wife, you get $2,800. If you're a single mom with one or more kids, it's $1,400 for each child. And if you're over 18, you get your own $1,400, even if you're living in the same household with your parents. So, pay that back rent to your parents so they can make that dinner or move out or do whatever you want to do. But here's what I want you guys to do. Everybody is arguing why people should. I'm seeing Facebook posts of why people shouldn't be getting these $1,400. They're gonna spend it on crab legs. They're gonna spend it on Jordan. And they tax refunds. Let me just say this: do you? If you want to invest in a business, do you spend it on whatever you want to spend it on? We're about to take a break. This is my friend Scott Thomas Savo. Scott, if you're out there, we're playing you. This song is called What Can I Do? So if you're listening on break on www.voiceitradio.com, listen to Scott. I'll be right back with the last take on everything. This is Headlines and Headaches. Peace. Hey, y'all. So I'll see y'all in a minute. Y'all on here. Shout out to. I want you guys on Facebook. Here's what I want you to do for me. I want you to send an email to LarryGardner3131@gmail.com to see what artist should I play next as far as local. Must be clean to be on this station. I just want everything to be clean. So just send me out an email, send me out something or whatever. So I want you to send that out to me. So Pamela Pinckney Bus is running for Ward 4? Okay.
Hi, this is the Lauren Sprague of Brick House Road. I'm bringing you my new show, Queen's Court. Please tune in every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be discussing love, relationships, wellness, politics, and everything in between, right here on VoiceOfRadio.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. L.C. Wood,
And I'm Dr. Essie.
and we are the hosts of Humanity 3.0. Every Wednesday at 6 p.m.
And remember, peace.
Voice It Radio. Welcome to We've Got Issues, Thursday nights at 8 p.m. on our new home at VoiceOfRadio.com. I'm your host, Donald Boggs. We've Got Issues. We'll be discussing the issues of the day. Our show is motivational, inspirational, and educational. Don't forget to tune in Thursday nights at 8 p.m. to listen to We've Got Issues. Remember, if you don't have issues, it's you.
We are Voice of Radio, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on voiceofradio.com.
This is Dr. Dre from Young TV Rap Today. You listen to Voice of Radio right here. Check it out.
What's going on? This is your brother Bashir Jones, and you are tuned in to VoiceOfRadio.com.
Hey, this is Aaron P.C., television director and creator of the graphic novel series Legend of the Mastermind. Whether I'm in Cleveland or Cali or on Ravenhall or Life in Pieces, I'm always tuned in to VoiceItRadio.com. voiceradio.com.
What's going on, y'all? This is Kay Sermon, the CFO of Death Rugs. When I'm making my rugs, I'm tuned into voiceradio.com all day.
This is Chanel McLeod, and I'm always tuned in to Voice It Radio.
This is Tristan, the human T-Rex, the super engineer. Stay tuned to the #1 internet station at voiceradio.com. Whether you're a Cleveland or Viper, sizzle on down to Ohio City Barbecue and taste our award-winning ribs, pulled pork, and tender brisket, located at 3829 Wayne Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio. For all your barbecue needs, catering or delivery, give us a call at 216-417-5987.
All right, we're back. Headlines and headaches on www.voiceradio.com. That was my girl, Gina Faola. She gonna kill me for messing up her name. Gina Faola with the song Mind Control. That is on YouTube. And this is, when I heard this song, it was a hard-hitting song. It's smooth, but it talks about the mind control that we have. I got a special thing for y'all at the end of the show. So, but locally, speaking of mind control, and I really want to throw this guy to the lions so bad, but I'm going to do it, but I'm going to explain the reason why. Timothy Loman, and this name is infamous. He is the former Cleveland police officer who shot and killed 13-year-old Tamir Rice. He was the police officer, this bastard, pulled out a gun on a 13-year-old boy 3 seconds after he saw him playing with a toy gun. All right, this punk wanted his job back. And I'm going to give a shout out to Tamir Rice's mother, Samiria Rice, for fighting with the the city of Cleveland and the Supreme Court, the state Supreme Court, decided that the city of Cleveland was justified in firing Mr. Loham because of what he caused the department. This raised up a racial issue. This is a white cop killing an unarmed. The gun was a toy gun. So Tamir Rice was unarmed, and this fool shot and killed, like this happened back in 2014. So he wanted his job back, and he's not going to get it. And I hope no other police department hires this prick back, because he doesn't deserve to get his job back. He does not deserve to get his job back. And I don't care about how people feel about him getting his job back. He doesn't deserve it. And if you feel like he was justified in killing an unarmed African-American boy, then you're racist. You're freaking racist. And I said it. You call it, fight me, 216-772-0500. I don't care. You're right. He's racist. 3 seconds. You can only, the human mind only hears stuff in 7 seconds from the time that you say it to it like going over there unless their stuff is covered up. So the thing about it is this man is racist. And he deserves, I think Timothy, former Officer Lowen, should get shot in the face. Him and Larry McDonald of East Cleveland should share the same cell, licking each other's anuses. That's how I feel about him. I don't care about his civil rights because he didn't give Tamir Rice the civil rights. And I'm sick and tired of these officers, whether you're African American or whether you're Caucasian, getting away with murder. By the way, brings up a great point that the trial of Derek Chauvin, the man who had the knee on the neck of George Floyd, his jury selection started this week. I didn't forget about Derek Chauvin. I think Derek Chauvin should be charged with murder. Not third-degree murder, second-degree murder, aggravated assault, first-degree murder, but they're putting second and third degree on the table for him to be charged with. Here's the thing about punk-ass Derek Chauvin. Now, you put a knee on a man's neck, and you and your other 3 cronies also should go to jail for a very long time. Y'all should all share. Any killer cop, there are good people in police officer uniforms, but those killer cops that kill unarmed African-American people should die. And I'm still like, the thing about it is, as far as Trayvon Martin is concerned, George Zimmerman is still alive. He should be beheaded, George Zimmerman. And he wasn't even a cop. George Zimmerman should be beheaded, period. Sick of this. I'm tired of it. Every time we got to bring this up, like unarmed black citizens need to be protected by the police, not be killed by them, period. And the thing about it is, I don't care if George Floyd's family got $27 million. That is still not going to bring George Floyd back. Because George Floyd's death set off a whole bunch of protests. You can say riots, protests, all that. Black Lives Matter, things of that nature, has set off a whole bunch of stuff. Watching this man pretty much calling for his mama while he lay dying under Derek Chauvin's feet. And by the way, I think Derek Chauvin should be shot in the face as well. He should be hanged for all the townspeople to see in Minnesota. Do not let this man get away with murder. He should go to jail. He should be put on. Derek Chauvin, Timothy Lowen, Larry McDonald, any other, George Zimmerman, all should be put under something. Jail, the river, the sea, the oceans, I don't care. Now, and it's strong because, like, you know, the song said, mind control. The thing about it is that everybody talks about canceling cartoon characters like Pepe Le Pew, Speedy Gonzalez, Miss Piggy, the police officer dog from Paw Patrol, Chase. But they don't talk about canceling white supremacy and racism and poverty in this country. I don't care about Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew was a skunk. He thought the cat was a skunk. What, Miss Penelope, whatever it was. Like, example. Pepe Le Pew was a skunk. You know, he was hugged up on her or whatever until she caught a whiff of that smell. And then she wanted to run away. The point is that if you smell bad, you're not going to get the girl. Period. Like, good hygiene is important. But everybody well, he was rapey, he was creepy. Listen, if you're not trying to cancel white supremacy or racism, I don't want to hear about no cartoon character. What about Miss Piggy beating up on Kermit the Frog? What about that? That was 2 species and 2 different colors. What about that? What about, remember Miss Parker and Monique chasing after Mr. Ogletree, whatever? No one wants to have that conversation. Sometimes cancel culture has to start with canceling the things that make America hate. How about racism and white supremacy? Can we cancel that? Can we just cancel that for real? I don't care about they're cartoon characters. If you want to cancel everything, y'all can cancel Family Guy, the whole series. Peter, Lois, Chris, Meg, Stewie, who want to kill Lois all the time, that's his mama. Mr. Herbert, the pedophile, Quagmire, he a freak. So don't cancel Cleveland Brown. I like him. But Joe, the paraplegic, don't like. The thing about it is, like, if you want to cancel entertainment, fine. Speaking of entertainment, I watched Coming to America too. I loved it. Great movie. You know, I don't know how people feel about it. It's a must see. But I'm sick of this. Listen, R. Kelly in jail. I don't play R. Kelly. You know, some people who want to cancel Pepe Le Pew still listen to R. Kelly. Facts. Sick of this. All right, E, you got the lines queued up for me. Cue these lines up. I swear for God, I'm mad. I'm mad. I want to be out for real. I want to be out. So I just want to throw somebody to the lines for real. Speaking of cancel, we should cancel African American women getting sold into the sex trades. How about that? So I'm gonna throw somebody to the lions. South Carolina DJ, Jason Roger Pope. He goes as DJ Kid, has hundreds of victims of rape. He was put in jail. Finally, they caught him. His name was DJ Kid. He faced a judge early on Monday in a bond hearing, which we withdrew his request for the hearing. His lawyer noted that he may file another one in the future. He is behind bars. He started human trafficking and sex crimes back in August of 2017 for unknown suspecting young African-American women. Now Jason Pope is a Caucasian man known as DJ Kid, trying to sucker these women into drugs and all that other stuff like that in South Carolina. Cancel that bastard right there. The Lions about to cancel him. This is my cancel right here. If you want somebody canceled for real, throw him to the Lions. Send him to me. I'll throw him to the Lions. Jason Pope, you're about to be canceled because you're about to be eaten. Lions, attack, attack, attack Mr. Pope. DJ Kid is DJ dead right now. He dead. Kill him. Destroy his face. Eat it off. Eat a toe, whatever you want to do. Lions, attack. Kill this punk. Attack. DJ Kid is DJ DEAD. DOA. Play that. Spin your face. Spin his face all across the record and die. You miserable punk. Want to rape young girls. Die. Punk. All right. He's through. He through. He through. He through. Yeah. Get him again. Get him again. Lines are full. Punk. All right. Yeah. Oh, dang. One more time. Lions have no chill today. They hadn't been eating in a while. So I like to think about how I feed them. Yeah, he gone. So I just, what's up, Connie? What's up, Stan? So the thing about it is, I want to say about this about the stimulus is this. And I would like keep harping on it. I don't care if people spend their money on crab legs and Jordans. If that's what makes people happy, fine. The thing about it is, like, they need to invest in LLC and small businesses. You got to keep up those small businesses. So you need to support each other. What I want you guys to do is, if you can, make sure your children get whatever they need. Make sure your home is taken care of. And just like the landlords out here who are struggling to get their rent, hopefully this will help them get their rent because they need it. Don't be a slumlord for real. You know, fix the hot water heater or something, or the furnace or whatever, so people won't lose their homes or their jobs, their homes, while they're, you know, and the unemployment has been extended, even though there's $100 has been cut out instead of the $400 is $300. It is what it is. You know, you got to take the good with the bad. Hopefully we can get minimum wage up to at least $11 to $12 an hour, you know, 15, hopefully. And for people arguing, the 99% of us who are not rich, remember there's still 1% in this country that are rich, that pretty much run everything. So while we arguing about the 99%, when somebody gets something, wait for your don't talk bad about your blessing. Wait for yours to come. And somebody, well, how they get their stimulus first? I want my stimulus. I still haven't received my. Listen, it'll get to you. You just gotta, you know, like, it'll get to you. So don't worry about it. If you filed your taxes this year or last, you'll get it. And the thing about it is, we just can't worry about the other people spending it on what they're going to spend it on. You know, income tax time. I see all these new, listen, there's going to be like, and the thing about it is, these corporations thrive on new cars. They thrive on people getting, like, there's income taxes done at the car dealership so you can get a down payment on a new car. So you can't worry about that. The only thing you can do is make sure that your household is taken care of. And make sure that you support your local businesses. You know, I eat. And I support any eatery, things of that nature, small business, African American, you know, anything that's healthy, things of that nature. So support your own. Make sure the black dollar stays where it is inside the African American community. Because this is your dollar. This is, like, the thing about it is, like, this is your money. So don't worry about what somebody else is spending their money on. Just make sure that you reach your happy, or make sure your home is taken care of. And I don't care if they're on welfare or not, or they're on unemployment. They deserve that money just like anybody else. And if they get extra amount of money for each child or whatever, you know, it is what it is. This was designed to help the American people. I'd rather see my people get it, the less fortunate, than Wall Street get it, than these rich billionaires get it. So they didn't get it. So the thing about it is, like, they didn't get a bailout package this year, the billionaires. Good. They already spending everything. Plus, they still got the business loans that they can get from the SBA. So don't worry about them. They'll be all right. And if they're not, that means somebody else, another small business takes over. Green energy, things of that nature. We can't worry about, you know what we need to cancel? We need to cancel our hate for one another. This stops, if you want to talk about cancel culture, we need to we need to cancel our hate for one another. And the problem is that we can't do that because we can't see over the bigger picture is that these rich corporations are getting all this money, and the little man is left to die, pretty much, to be homeless, stay withered, and die, and depend on the government to give us what we need to do. And the rich corporations want all the money. That's greed to me. America is supposed to be an opportunity where everybody can get something. I don't care, illegal immigrant or not. They just need to get what they need to do. Hey, Cher, how you doing? Stacy, what's up? Connie Freeman, how you doing? Stan Edwin Moore again, George. And the thing about it is, like, you have to make sure that these people, that our people, especially in minority communities, we help one another. Because it took a lot to get this bill. And if you get yours over the weekend or tonight or tomorrow or Monday or a week down the line, you know, if you get yours direct deposited, you know, save. At least try to after you pay everything else. Pay them old credit card debts off. Get your credit build up. You know, I'm not a mathematician person, but I just want everybody to be happy. So the thing about it is that I'm going to go out with this. If nobody tells you that they love you today, I do. This is another edition of Headlines Headaches on this Friday, March 12, 2021. So we're going out with Fat Al. I done came down. So hopefully everybody done came up. I done came down. So peace, love, and hair grease. I'm out of here. It was a song short.